Before we get to your scheduled video, please remember that likes and comments tell YouTube to promote our work to other people, and subscribing to the channel tells you when something new drops. You can also head to the link tree in the description to peruse my books, join us on Discord, or support us on Patreon. You can get episodes of Journey of Wrestling and Violent Profiles early, as well as a load of other treats. Even just $1 a month earns you a name drop for being cool. Thanks for listening, and enjoy the show. Wrestling.
That's what we're doing here. We're booking Journey of Wrestling.
A Journey of Wrestling indeed. You may notice things look a little different. That's because Journey of Wrestling is finally out on Steam. If you already purchased the game, you get a code for it. If not, I suggest giving it a buy. I think we like it.
Yeah, I bought it.
Yeah, bear with me. Well, because the interface is a little different, I will be even more incapable of navigating it for a little while as I adjust. Yeah, let's not beat around the bush too long. Let's talk about who's cool, and that's going to be Harmony Rob, a guy from Ohio, Destru City KTL on the tip of your tongue, Passion Killer 711. Who am I forgetting?
Harmony, on the tip of your tongue, a guy from Ohio, Passion Killer 711, Rob,
and Destru City KTL.
That's everybody.
I got them on. I didn't forget anyone. Oh, I know who I'm forgetting.
Who?
You! If you support the Patreon at $1 a month, you too could get episodes of this show a week early, and I'll shout out whatever stupid name you sign up with. Or whatever great name you sign up with. Like, I guess not everybody wants me to say dumb stuff. You just want me to tell you that you, Jones Smith, are cool? If you're Jones Smith, you're not cool until you give me $1. Then I will do that. So yeah, let's make it happen here. What happened last time? History, I guess. No, not at all. Company, events, nice. There is music, which I have muted, and sound effects, which are also muted, because you want to listen to our glorious voices, I'm sure.
If you're still watching this series at this point, I can't imagine why else you're here.
So, last time, which was just a week ago for you guys, Drew McIntyre beat Dirty Dom, ended their feud. Hanger beat MJF. He's going to go on to face Drew? Oh, yeah, because he's neutral.
Yep.
New Black Throne retained the AEW Trios titles against the new Best Friends. Rosemary beat Swerve to retain the International Championship. Eddie Kingston beat Pagano to finish their feud. Horsemen Duo beat Stay Thirsty to retain the titles. Questionable Integrity. I don't know if that's still going or what's going on.
No, we finished it off because it did not get over.
Brian Keith beat Miedo to win the TBS Championship. And we got a bunch of stuff there. And Nick Comoroto beat JTG as part of Stepping Up. I don't think that's over yet.
No, that's the one we're slow pushing over the course of several months.
All right, so we had an illness event, just as a reminder. Fernando Torres is one of our staff members. Where is that? A company?
Company, no.
No?
Roster? Other?
Used to be under jobs. Other? Yes, staff.
One of our talent managers.
Yes, who is unlearning Luigi Primo's problematic behaviors.
So it will take longer to do that.
Unfortunately, but that's okay. Eli Lopez is free. That's something to remember. As are our scouts, but I don't think we've really been using them.
No, because of the way we set this up in sandbox mode because we've played the necessary things to unlock everything enough times that we just kind of wanted to have fun with this one. But because we did a big draft, everyone, all the indies they're all snapped up and everyone's available, so there is literally nothing for the scouts to do.
No, it's because I ticked a box that said you don't need to scout indies.
Oh.
It didn't say that so specifically, but like that's what it meant. So they can't. There's nothing for them to do. That's okay. All right, let's head to the book.
It's not like they actually cost us points, so.
Yeah, so Miro versus Brian Keith and Nick Comoroto versus JTG are the only feuds we still have going, so we're going to need to start some feuds. How are we starting up? What are we building toward? Wrestle Dream. So, I don't like that one.
We can't change it.
I mean, we could probably, but it would cost money. That's not what I'm suggesting. I wanted to get hype, and it's just Wrestle Dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just Wrestle Dream.
So we're getting Hanger against Daddy Drew. How are we starting this out? What's happening there?
Well, both these guys are really established. They're really over, so we don't necessarily need something that's inherently hype. So, why don't we book this to start with a segment that could use some grinding?
Okay.
But is still pretty... So we don't need promo battle, it's gold start.
Right, absolutely. Let's maybe do something...
Something close to a level up.
Close to a level up? Stare down's close to a level up?
Yeah, stare down's pretty close. I think backstage confrontation was relatively close. It's still pretty far.
That's probably going to be the best one.
I mean, it's the closest thing. Yeah. It's the one with the fullest bar. So yeah, let's do it. Stare down.
Stare down. So that's how we're starting out. Drew knows. Hanger shows up and
like it. I mean, look, Hanger MJF has been the most over feud.
That's sick.
Oh, we're doing that. We're doing that.
Absolutely. That's so cool. I've never seen that one before.
Yeah, Hanger MJF has been the feud for months and months and months at this point. And it was all about who's the next guy who's going after the title. And Drew knows. It's They know. But it's not on site yet.
Right. Okay. Let's make sure all of our titles have stuff going on. So Rosemary will need a fresh feud. Rosemary is a face. She's not going to be losing her title this month. Who do we want to put her up against? This is the international title, so we could do someone down here.
I would like to do an upper mid-carder.
Okay.
Now, ultimately, this upper mid-carder isn't going to be going over, but I feel like if we pick someone... Rosemary face or heel?
Rosemary's a face.
So if we pick a heel who's booked strong for the majority of the feud, it'll still get them points at the end of the day.
Okay.
Even if Rosemary goes over at least the first month. So who's someone who, if the feud pops off and we do a 2-month feud, we would be comfortable giving the title to next month?
Dalton's a face. Max is a heel. Max could work.
I would be comfortable with that.
Evil's not a bad idea.
Has Evil unlearned Big Stage Wreck yet?
Not yet, but we're in the process, so...
I'm not comfortable putting him on the big stage until he is no longer going to fuck me over.
We could do some big Damo stuff. That's not a terrible idea.
Largest possible Damo is always a good shout.
I think let's run big Damo.
Okay.
And how is this kicking off?
I feel like this is a heel coming after the champ, right off a fresh feud. There are 2 ways to book this. One is to book it how I would book a wrestling show, and one's how to book it in the game.
Now, don't use your new knowledge to cheese the game.
Because
we agreed we weren't going to do that.
Well, not necessarily that. In a wrestling show, I would book Rosemary versus some lower card talent in a title match, have her win, and then have Damo attack her after the match.
I like that. What was the other option?
Just do because that's a wasted segment. That first segment.
We have 11 segments.
Oh yeah, so just do that.
Yeah. Okay. Post match attack after match. Let's just write match attack and see what happens. There we go. Let's add producer focus onto this one. I don't think quite presidential. And this is going to start a feud.
I want neither of them to change alignments.
Right.
Or unmask.
So probably just like a new challenger or a generic feud.
Damo's less established. Let's do a generator feud.
All right.
No, I'm not doing that to Damo. I don't actually hate backstage heat.
All right. What's the what happens there?
It doesn't have to be valid. It could just be like Damo thinks Rosemary's walking around too big for her britches.
Oh, that kind of backstage heat.
Like, yeah, he's the heel. He's just an asshole.
Right. Would that not necessarily be more like disrespect?
Disrespect could use some grinding if you wanted to do it that way.
Yeah, I think we can take a chance on this. Maybe it won't fly, but then we won't continue it. So another disrespect there. And we need to put Rosemary up against someone for a defense.
Yeah, this should be...
We should also check everyone's fatigue.
She's at 10%, that's fine.
Yeah, she's fine, but...
Miro is getting the week off.
Drew, Hanger, Max, Pagano... boo-hoo. Brian Keith is about where we're sitting, where things are acceptable. We were running him pretty hard last week. Okay.
Couple weeks off to fix that.
Yeah. So, Rosemary defend the title against... Who could eat a loss?
Well, you also got to think, maybe... Can you give me someone whose morale is kind of shit?
Good call. Get that title match morale in there.
Not Miro, he's very tired.
Yeah, Miro's very tired.
He's also very pissed, but I don't care about that as much. I don't want him injured. Then again, being injured is a great way to have a few months off. And we've got a lot of talent. Maybe Miro.
I mean, he's only at 27. It's not the worst in the world.
And as I understand it, being in a title match raises your morale.
Yeah. Let's see how this goes.
He's not winning.
No. Well, let's see how it goes, you know?
Yep.
Okay, so then our other titles that we have, they have the tag titles, so that appears... Was that feud still going? No. How do you... Oh, I see. Oh.
Yeah, there's a little drop down there.
Classy. Okay. I will screw that up more.
Oh, yes.
Miro's still feuding with Brian Keith, though.
Ooh, true. So maybe not Miro.
Yeah, maybe not Miro. I forgot about that.
This is why we check things.
Yes, absolutely it is. So let's go back to morale. I'm looking for
Everyone else is
who's
kind
like
of fine.
A heel.
Brogan Finley? We ain't done shit with him, sure.
He's 0-3, though. That's not helpful. Oh, Evil.
Yeah.
Evil's great.
Yeah, Evil's perfect for
Yeah.
this.
Okay. So, yeah, we've got Dexter Lumis, who took the TNT Championship because he injured Evil Uno.
It was presented to him.
Yeah, basically.
He took it and no one stopped him.
Penta has a title match at World's End.
Which is in 2 months.
Yes. Griff Garrison is the tag team champ with Brian Pillman Jr. And then our trios are the house.
Who do you want to book next?
I guess let's go ahead and figure out what's going on with Dexter Lumis. Let me sort them by popularity again.
Which champ is he?
He's TNT. He's what we've kind of been treating as our lowest championship, I think.
TBS really did overshoot it.
TBS is our lowest. I think he's technically lower, yeah.
But he took it from someone who's more over.
Yeah, because Willow had really established it, and then Evil Uno was doing great stuff. So.
And then Dexter Lumis broke his neck.
But yeah, Dexter's.
He's right there where he belongs. I don't feel the need to move that way high up or down.
You know what?
Who's in that area who we want to see fight Dexter Lumis?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going to suggest. Maybe he just gets some defenses in.
I don't necessarily know that we need to do it like with him, because that ends up, when we do that, we accidentally end up like, having most of our roster with losing records.
True.
I think who's someone you want to see feud with? Who has a fun dynamic with silent, creepy, bug-eyed man?
That's a heel.
Yeah.
And because Dexter's not.
No, he's a face.
I
think Simon Miller would be fine.
Yeah, he's a face though.
Yeah. Is Dalton the heel?
Nope. Dango might not be bad.
Dirty Dango.
We could do some stuff with that, I think. No, it's not making a match, actually. I think Dango... It's a similar situation to Rosemary and Big Damo, except that Dango's clearly playing the cowardly
Yeah,
heel.
he's the cowardly shitbag heel,
Yeah.
not the big badass heel.
So he's trying to poke the bear.
Dexter Lumis is much scarier than Dango.
They're both charismatic enough. I don't think we need a producer focus.
This is lower card. Let's give them promo battle. Let's give them something we've established is already ground up pretty good.
Yeah, okay, I guess.
Like, he just comes out and he talks shit at Dexter. Dexter, being who he is, just silently stares until Dango is off-put enough that he just leaves. Like, Dexter has a microphone and he occasionally puts it up to his mouth and then says nothing and then puts the mic down and then Dango continues.
I think just new challenger here. What do you think?
Yep, it's a good feud to grind up.
Sure. Okay. So that leaves...
So many things. AEW has 1 million titles.
Yes, that should just leave our tag on our trios that don't have feuds. Now, we also have one that does have a feud in Miedo versus Brian Keith. And Miedo could use a rest, so that should probably also be a promo.
Solo feud promo Brian Keith.
Okay, all right. I like where your head's at there. Let's get Brian Keith. Oh, yeah, and he's hot as hell.
He took the title.
Yeah. Miro stepping up. Yep, that's it. He stepped up.
He's talking about... This is where I have your title. But did you think this was over? I wasn't hired just to take your title. I was hired to destroy you. This is over when you're done.
Okay, so the tag titles, we finished this feud. I guess it just wasn't getting over, right? Was that the problem?
Yeah, it just wasn't getting over.
Did we establish a contender last time?
I don't think so. Up, down, down is a trio.
Right, and we had 2 tag matches here, but I don't think it was...
No, I don't think we established anything.
If I'm wrong, tell me in the comments. I don't think we would have had the Lucha Brothers go for a tag title when one of them's going for the world title.
That seems... Well, it's 2 months, so they probably wouldn't overlap, but it seems extraneous.
It wouldn't be a bad way to keep them in the conversation, though, to have them do a
Can
nothing
we look
tag
at our
feud.
shows? Like our Raw, our pay-per-view cycle? I want to see if by 2 months they mean the pay-per-view 2 months from now is his thing.
Oh, okay.
Because if so, this would just be a 1 month thing that we were doing.
Events, calendar.
Yes.
Year, World's End.
So the pay-per-view 2 months from now is World's End. So next month we do stuff, and then whoever's the world champion is feuding with Penta, the cycle for World's End.
Yeah. So, but we could do a tag feud here for 2 months.
the Wrestle Dream cycle on the Full Gear cycle. Mm-hmm. And that's if it gets over. It might not.
Okay. I think that's a fine thing to do. And it'll really put the Horsemen duo over because Lucha Bros are very good.
And very established.
And I think this is one that's fine to just have the classic Lucha Brothers get a win.
Yeah, eliminator match.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, an eliminator match. Good idea. That's a promo that they're trying to book right now. Tag match, Horseman duo
Lucha
versus
Bros.
Lucha Bros. Cool.
Not a title match.
Not a title. Remove title.
But add feud. Nothing here is blowing my skirt up, so fill a feud, it feels natural.
We could also grind up better wrestler. This is one of those feuds that doesn't have greatest wrestler, so...
Sure. I want to do at least one fill a feud. There's no sense grinding it up to gold and then never using it again.
No, sure, yeah. We can figure... Because Max is going to need something. Okay. And the trios titles.
Yeah.
I think this is just going to be them looking dominant. So, who is ultimately not going over? Oh, what the... Trio. My bad. New Black Throne. Ooh.
They could feud with the Crown Company.
Yeah, this is a really soft feud.
I mean, it's really a big up for the Crown Company. I say look, I know it's the same show, but we pull a straight up, they get a trios title shot and lose.
Okay, all right.
But they're like dogged contenders, you know?
Yeah, I think that can be the main event.
I think the story of the New Black Throne versus the Crown Company is how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Sure. All right, so add feud. We could do prove yourself, or we could do repeat a feud.
Prove yourself is the more natural thing if you only wanted to do one repeat a feud.
It's not necessarily that I only want to do one, but if we've already got it there, we might as well grind it up. Okay. So, that's all the titles set. We still have 4 seconds left. You know what? While I'm thinking about it, let's just go ahead and get hyped for the next event.
That's 3 segments left.
And what are we doing with... No, not the roster. With Max.
Because he's the most over thing in the company. He needs something to do. Because he can't be in either title picture. So we need a feud for him. Who on this chart is a great person to feud with Maxwell Jacob Friedman? Face Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
I mean, the answer is right there, right? If we want Max to win, of course. If we want Max to lose, I've got somebody, but...
Well, pitch me both.
I think Swerve, if we want Max to win the feud. Swerve is mad. He just lost his belt. He's going to be looking to take it out on somebody. I could see him just attacking Max for no reason and kicking him while he's down. Because Max also just lost a feud. If we wanted Max to lose, Rhea Ripley, she could use the push.
That is 2 really good pitches. I like both of those. I haven't seen Maxwell versus Rhea in real life. I've seen him promo against Swerve in real life.
Okay. All right.
Those are, to be clear, both solid pitches.
So I think what's going on here is that Max cut some kind of promo where he's like, that's fine, Hanger. You can challenge first. Keep my spot warm. No matter who wins this dumb match between you guys, it proves nothing. I am the uncrowned king. I am the champion waiting. It's just a matter of time. And then Rhea Ripley asserts herself, and it's like you're forgetting about somebody. So...
Are you now?
I don't think they should... backstage confrontation.
That's perfect,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I don't think they need any help, so we'll
If
be
there
able
was
to
if there was a promo package that was like interview interrupt, that's what this would be.
and
Max is talking to Renee Paquette, and Rhea shows up. Next world contender, very clear naming. I like it.
Yeah, because, man, sometimes I do silly shit, and then I'm like, what the hell was this feud? So this has got to be probably further up the line. Not necessarily, though. All right, we've got 2 segs left. I'm thinking just some matches to fill that out a little bit more. So let's go Fatigue. Willow hasn't been doing shit. I think she could use a win.
Sounds good. Who's she beating?
Willow...
Find me someone with a winning record.
With a winning record. That's rough.
Not overall, just current.
Right.
I don't really care about overall.
I suppose they don't have to be a heel, so...
No, this is just a match to have a match.
Caden Carter. Red Velvet.
Either of those is fine.
Okay. 66 versus 67. Let's go Caden Carter. She's got more to lose, that is to say. And then let's get somebody else in there. Yeah, Pete Dunne's perfect. He's been warming up our upper mid card.
So you could use a win.
Yeah, it'd be a nice place to look pretty strong. He's a face. So again, it doesn't really matter. But let's find somebody with
Kara Hogan? You mentioned her a second ago.
I did. That's true.
Oh no, Red Velvet.
Oh yeah, Red Velvet. I think Red Velvet's a better suggestion. Cool. All right, so let's start with the backstage confrontation with Max doing his interview and being smart-mouthed.
The post-match attack needs to remain after that match.
Yes.
Otherwise, I think you can put anything wherever you want it.
All right, that looks good to me.
Let's run it.
Make sure we got all the feuds on there. Yeah, cool. Okay. All right, there used to be a big play button. It's over here now.
Yeah, it's over there now.
It's over there now. They fly now.
They fly now.
I think Rhea looks better here because she's standing tall. Okay. Hot segment. Good job, guys.
Of course it is. Look at them.
Yeah. Willow's getting a win here.
Yep.
Hey, work to their strengths. Good job. Dexter, Lumis, and Dirty Dango. Wow, 5 stars. Dirty Dango's starting to get over. Okay.
Sure.
Pete Dunne, not as good as the Willow match.
But this is to reward Pete for doing solid
Yeah.
work.
We appreciate you being around, Pete.
Nice event package.
Nice. Yeah, lots of hype for Wrestle Dream. It didn't do anything for me, but, you know. Decent Solo feud promo. Rosemary defends the title against Evil. And then we have a post-match attack. Big Damo is attacking Rosemary. Hey, people are pretty excited about that. That's pretty good.
Nice.
Horsemen do it. Lucha Brothers get a win. This is an eliminator, right? That's how this works?
I believe that's
Yeah.
what we booked. Yes. Good. This is very effective.
Yeah. Hanger and Drew just kind of stare down. They know what's coming.
This is the Trios Championship match, so that the house
And
wins.
The house always wins.
But
It was okay.
But the Crown Company are dogged contenders, and the house is. All right, actually, there's 2 possible storylines here. One is that the Crown Company are like, no, we need another shot, and the other is that the house is going, no, you need another shot. You can do better.
That's very much what Malachi Black would do. I like where your head's at on that one. 4 1/4 stars, $57.
Game day to save to the cloud.
You gotta love that. Gotta love that cloud save. Hey, we gained fans. We're still getting beat up by...
We gained 34,000 fans.
Yeah.
Look, if we had gained 34,000 fans any one week at Ring of Honor, we'd have been crapping ourselves. I want to keep that in mind.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it at all. All right, let's try to get through this one. Hopefully it won't take quite as long since we've got everything set up. So, what is the next leg of the Lucha Brothers versus Horsemen?
So we started off with them winning an eliminator match. If we can avoid it, and we have the roster to avoid it, I don't want them to wrestle again as a team until the pay-per-view.
Okay, so let's work on everybody's charisma. Let's throw a president on this one. I don't know if they're hot enough to fight.
This could just be backstage confrontation or promo battle, just...
I like backstage confrontation. Okay, New Black Throne versus Crown Company. I say let's just do what you just said. The New Black Throne is like, no, you need another title match.
This was not up to snuff. The house refuses your resignation.
Can we do a solo feud promo with this? Let's see how.
Instead of a match.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Just pick any of the people in the New Black Throne.
Julia, Brody, and Sky.
No, it's solo feud promo. It's got to be like one person. I know this game. It's gonna.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe you could pick the New Black Throne as the participant.
Well, that's what I was trying to do, but the trios are down here. Okay, that's so weird. Against Crown Company. All right, cool. What's their overall charisma? A 2. Let's throw the other producer on that one. Okay, cool. Let's do that then.
The house refuses your resignation. You will try again.
Just sort of a tease for the next week. And you know what? In the meantime, Space Hog, let's get the tag match. Here we go. Trios. Let's get the Crown Company a win.
Let's get them win over a Thrown Together trio.
A Thrown Together trio?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you wanted to do like one of our established
3v3.
ones.
No, that's fine.
Pick me 3 people. Crown Company or heels.
Mansoor, Ryan, Crown Company or faces.
Oh, they are? Oh, okay. So just get 3 heels who aren't fucking doing anything.
Okay.
Yeah, Brogan Finley, sure.
We have talked about using Brogan Finley with Big Damo at some point.
Yeah, but we're not doing that yet.
No. I was just reminding myself that was a thing. I don't know that we need to cause a very good wrestler another loss.
Kip Sabian, fine.
Yeah, you know what? The Dark Order is lacking their leader.
You know what this is? It's a little sub promo. Doesn't fit in the whole thing. This is the Dark Order interviewing for new members.
Sure, yeah, we need to beef up our defenses.
That's a segment from Being the Dark Order.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. We don't care. We don't talk about it on the show. Excalibur does. Okay, so Miedo versus Brian Keith. I think Miedo just attacks Brian Keith.
Yeah,
Just
backstage attack.
Lays him out.
Off-camera assault, what do we think?
Off-camera assault's perfect. Good call. Okay. Hanger versus Drew. We're already at 5 staleness on this thing.
Perfect.
What's the next step here?
I feel like... Alright, so the question becomes, are we having Hanger take this immediately, or are we soft playing it for a month? We're already at 5 staleness. We're going to be able to do 2 months.
Sure. I don't know. It'd be nice to put a little more shine on Drew's apple, have him prove that, I've beat everybody else. I can beat you too.
But the Hanger is stuck in.
Yeah, he's refusing to give up.
Okay, then I say we can slow play this a little bit. This can just be another something they haven't already held or repeatable. Just this doesn't need to be anything specific. They're just still beefing.
All right, let's get some grind on split interview.
Sure. You know what? This is where we're still kind of half respectful, right?
Yeah.
This is Hanger interviewing, talking about, how impressive it is that Drew McIntyre's had this long reign, but the Horsemen will not be denied. And Drew talking about Hanger being this, this fighter, this world-renowned athlete. Doesn't matter, though. No one's taking my title.
Okay, so that leaves us with Dexter, Lumis, and Dirty Dango, Rosemary and Big Damo, and Max versus Rhea Ripley.
I feel like we've got some segments here. I want to get some wrestling on the card that isn't people feuding. So why don't we bundle 2 of those together in a oneer and give ourselves another segment for just wrestling?
Oh, okay. Do the oneer. The oneer is a promo battle that we like to do.
Can also be a fight, but promo battle is more traditional.
I don't think we're...
Nobody's hot enough for that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I feel like... Oh, you know what? Interview speed dating with Renee Paquette.
Perfect.
I think is perhaps better here. So she wants to talk to Max. She wants to talk to Rhea Ripley. She wants to talk to Rosemary. Do we want to do Rosemary? No, I have an idea for that. Let's instead have Dirty Dango and Dexter Lumis.
Dexter Lumis is last, and he just doesn't talk.
Dango is second to last. He talks a big game, and she moves to Dexter Lumis, and she's like, "Do you have anything to add?" And he just stares for a while, and then leaves. Okay, so this is a promo-heavy show, but as I understand, that's fine.
Oh, yes, it is!
The idea I had here was that Rosemary calls out Big Damo for attacking her, and demands an explanation. And it looks tense. Things are about to go down, but then he just rolls out of the ring.
Ooh, I like that. On his own time, as it were.
Yeah, he's trying to get in her head, and he's doing a hell of a lot better job than Dango is with Lumis.
Yeah, just 2 different stories. All right, so we got plenty of segments left. That's all our feuds, right?
I'm pretty sure that's everything except for the slow burn feud.
So we don't need to care about that.
No.
So let's get some wrestling on the card for people who aren't in feuds. Just get them on the card working. And do we have any requests that need filled?
I don't believe we do. Dashboard?
We do not.
Train Queen Aminata in Charisma. Oh, okay, yeah. we've got someone who's free, I think. Let's just go ahead and do that right now. Overview. I'll use my meat hands to type.
Disgusted.
Yeah, I agree.
Train. Charisma.
I think this is the one that's not busy.
It'll tell us. Yep, he wasn't.
There we go.
Request fulfilled.
Yeah, request fulfilled. We should get an email about that
next week. Probably.
Next week, yep.
So then let's grab. Normally sort by fatigue or morale or whatever. No, I just want to get people who are low on the card.
Okay.
So go down to the bottom of the card. Find me 2 people who don't get to see much TV time.
Okay. I think we could get a very good wrestler a win. Over who is a good question. What a great question. Wrestling booking is hard.
Well, it's just because of the nature of how wins tend to happen.
Yeah.
Most of your roster is going to be in a losing record in most times.
Right.
I don't know if that's the worst thing in the world. I'd say put him up against like Luigi Primo or Odyssey Jones or Caden or Kara Hogan.
Yeah, we could do Luigi. So long as Luigi's getting match time, that'll help toward the work rate training.
Yeah.
All right.
Like that won't be a very good match, but I don't care.
No.
And then let's do that again. I would legitimately be happy to do that 3 more times.
Okie doke. Let's get Simon Miller out of the bottom there. Not Sean Dean. Turbo Floyd can eat a loss. And then who else? How's Andretti doing? He's fine. Kiera could get a win, in fact, and I think she'd put on a good match with Action Andretti. They're both faces. That should be fine. All right, we've got 1 segment left. Do we do one more match like that?
Sure. Like we've got our actual meat and potatoes covered.
Okay, so this is going to be our main event.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's rearrange some stuff real quick here. Okay. Cool. We could work the slow burn if we wanted.
Sure, we got space for it.
Sure. JTG.
This could be a segment if you wanted, but
no, I think JTG gets a win here, just barely, to show that the feud's still alive, that he hasn't given up, and he still has a reason not to give up.
There you go.
So that's going to be the most popular of these, so that can go there. These guys are pretty big name. That can go there. That one goes there, and there we go. I think we open up with Brian Keith laid out in the back, and the rest of that kind of flows. All right, let's roll it. Okay, Miro lays out Brian Keith. He's mad. Mad Miro. Good job.
They made his gimmick better.
Yeah, good job, guys. There we go. Well, yeah, it could have been worse.
He is a 1 work rate, Chief. It's what it is.
I think Big Damo looks cooler here.
Yes, I agree.
Ooh, and that was the right call. Simon Miller gets a win over Turbo Floyd. Not bad, guys. Not bad at all. Backstage confrontation. I think here the Horsemen should look good.
Okay.
Cool.
Good call. Great call.
Yeah, thank you. We were getting Kira Hogan to win, right?
Yeah, she's got the worst record.
It's a fine match. The big Renee Paquette speed dating went pretty well.
No, that's just the... Oh, no, that's what that was,
yeah.
Wow, holy shit. That's already 102.
Yeah, it's hot.
All right.
Dexter Lumis is starting to get over. And the feud became hot.
Rhea versus MJF is the new hanger MJF.
It's almost, like MJF is the greatest wrestler right now. Yeah, actual world title, whatever. All right, Crown Company gets a win over Dark Order. Ooh, don't focus on your shortcomings. Why would you do that?
Brogan Finley doesn't get into the Dark Order.
Even still the house is like, no, you guys need another shot. So, not as good of a show, but that's okay. Wow, we maxed out our rep. 4-star show, $46. Hot. Very hot. We got about 3,000 fans, nothing crazy. Raw really ate our lunch this week.
Well, they ate everyone else's lunch. We went up.
Yeah. Okie dokie. I think the charisma training needs to end. So.
How long does that take?
I think 2 months.
All right.
Yeah. Bye.